Okay, we have the green bars, we have the live counters ticking up, so we should now be live, which of course means welcome back to the Storytime Network. We're back with more Dragon Age the Veilguard, part 19, and I've only just discovered the existence of this giant bird head helmet. Why does it exist? I don't know. I find it amusing. Though, again, we're not generally not going to be playing with helmet. I mean, we'll put it on for now. We'll hide it for conversation. Should we hide it for conversations?
It's funnier if you don't, but it also might make scenes hard to take seriously.
I said we'll do it for the tiniest bit. I'm not committing to it long term, but not even sure how much in terms of conversations we'll even have, to be honest. Because if we just have a look at the journal, got this, which is inaccessible right now, and then we've got these three. We are level 41. So we could probably do it. What I will do... Not that one, this one. Ooh, we have a missive. Who's the new missive from? Missive from the Formless One. May your eyes rot, may your heart burst, may you live 1,000 years so I might kill you when I am let out into your world again. On that day I shall be formless no longer.
Right.
Somebody took their loss particularly hard. But yeah, I'm just gonna go check out the various factions as, like, whatchamacallit. Various factions fucking shops. Just see if there's anything interesting that we can get.
Need an edge in the Hall of Valor? Come take a look.
Right, we do not have that many valuables right now. So we can't level up the shop. Just sort of the issue. We've got 15,000 gold. I can spend 500 on that. Heavy helm, heavy armor. Not particularly interested in that. And again, we've got to wait until we get to rank 3 and 4 for those.
Go dent some helmets.
Will do. So, up next, Treviso, who we've got incredibly high at the moment, actually. Especially compared to, whatchamacallit, Lords of Fortune. You good, Jacobus, you little shit? Alright.
Like Antam blood, I'll keep the goods flowing.
Right. We'll get... Oh, did that. We'll get that. Fuck it, I'll get that. It's 325 gold again. We've got, 14,000. I don't particularly feel bad about spending some of this. There's all decoration stuff. Right.
Safe travels.
I still don't know how to get to that chest, which is annoying. And we've still apparently got 3 chests, well, 2 other chests left otherwise. I'm also trying to think from a things perspective. We're down a lot, and I don't think all of those are actually in the area that's currently blocked off, so I could have a go and mosey around Ravine at some point as well. Because, hey, any fucking, whatchamacallit, skill points and health boost that we can get from, the statues is good as well.
Please. Looking to inflict some pain? I have what you need.
Again, I will get that. Heavy, heavy, medium. The worst things in the world.
So this is the part where I ask how your anime catch-up is going.
Technically, it started. I watched the Skate OVA.
Good. Okay, so you haven't watched anything that's actually airing this season.
I watched the Skate OVA.
Bruh.
I'm counting that as a win. I'm gonna try and start tonight.
Come back.
Right, Dogtown doesn't have a market anymore. But yes, so today is what, 2 weeks till we have the stream?
Do you miss White Hot sometimes?
Precisely 2 weeks, yes.
Sometimes.
Me too.
Oh, Mila, how are things?
Good. How are things with you?
Good. Totally. Not at all uncomfortable talking to children.
Okay.
Jesus, Balara. Jesus.
You're keeping.
Goddamn, Balara.
I semi-forgot that interaction. Right. Again. Why am I doing that? Fuck it.
Oh-ho.
Fuck it.
Hello?
Hey, Kato.
Hey! How goes it,
Hi.
Kaido?
I'm good. I thought I'd jump in and say hello.
So you just want to say hello.
How's guarding the veil going?
Currently just buying some shit.
I mean, that sounds fair.
All right then.
Also wearing a giant bird's head helmet, because why not?
Just jumps into
There's
Sunraku
the-
cosplay.
There's the reaction I was hoping for, that Jack didn't give me.
Oh my god.
Oh, I give you a chuckle.
Funny.
Yeah, no, it's a Sunraku cosplay, basically.
I mean, I was just going through all the skins once I'd downloaded the DLC ones. I just saw that and was like, what the fuck?
Find why its body was.
Arm yourself.
It's Hawk, but if it was more literal.
I forgot, Kaido. Have you ever watched Shangri-La Frontier?
I haven't, no. I've been really bad with watching, like, television for a while now.
I know you're leaned more into the gamer aspect of yourself.
I've kind of conditioned myself to need to do multiple things at once.
I am
So,
very
like,
much the same way.
Before jumping in the voice chat, I was watching a stream VOD of a guy I follow, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll jump into VC. Why not?" I need something to distract me from just kind of, because I'm playing Elden Ring at the moment, and it's not that I'm necessarily in a monotony with it. It's just that I just want to mix things up, so I'm not just watching YouTube.
Yeah, that's fair. Always happy to have you in the chat.
I should hope so. I've been working on stuff for the D&D campaign as well, of course. I've been coming up with like a random encounter table. So you will actually be engaging in random encounters as you travel the land. It just depends on what you're actually fighting.
Yeah.
But, kind of my intent is for this second arc to be a bit more like a traditional D&D campaign. So you will be getting dungeons with, like, loot, and you'll be getting like regular monsters to fight rather than just sort of the scripted encounters you've been dealing with so far.
Mm-hmm.
So how many playthroughs of Veilguard have you done at this point, Kaido?
I'm still not even beating my current.
Oh, you're still on your first go?
Yeah. It's one of them, when I play it, I am actively enjoying the game. I think it's one of those where, like, I'll do a story mission and then suddenly there's like a fuck ton of quests, and then I'm like, oh, I feel overwhelmed again.
I mean, I do get it to a certain extent. That's honestly kind of how I was with Baldur's Gate 3, to be honest.
Have you beaten Baldur's Gate 3?
No. I think the furthest
to be
I got
fair,
was like partway through Act 2.
Act 3 is a lot. Because, like, if you do most of the game, there's so many, like, follow-on quests that it becomes really exhausting.
Yeah.
Because by that point, it's basically... Like, when I was doing subsequent playthroughs, it was me doing specific missions in order to get the best gear so then I could do the other missions even quicker and easier.
Our gods, technically. It's a little weird. More than a little, but honestly...
I'm waiting, though, for
it
the
makes
new
things easier.
subclasses to be added.
How do you mean?
Well,
Before I touch
they're
Baldur's
real,
Gate again.
But also, they're pretty easy.
I still
and
have
don't
not
seem to care much
done a
about
full
prayers.
playthrough of Baldur's Gate
So,
3.
suddenly
I need to at
mean,
some point, it's just...
I mean, we could do... I'd love to do a multiplayer playthrough like you guys.
I don't know if that's better or worse, honestly, because, like... I want to be able to...
We could play as the Origin characters, so we're still going through their stories. It just means we wouldn't have to be screwed over by not being allowed to have them in the party with us. Or we could just play like a bunch of halves and just not care.
That would be funny, but I am more inclined to just do the individual character quests as much as
I mean,
feasible.
to be completely honest, there's a few that, in my opinion, aren't necessarily hampered by being a player character. Like Will, for example. Like, I'm of the opinion Will could have actually been the playable main character, and I don't think the game would have been worse off for it.
Thanks, Davrin.
No problem.
But I'm speaking as someone who's beaten the game,
Well,
like,
they're real.
4
But
times.
also, they're pretty
Yeah, I remember seeing you, like, posting, oh yeah, whoops, sorry, I'm on my third Baldur's Gate playthrough.
You know?
Whatever keeps things simple.
I think I've screwed myself over with it, though, because I've played it so much that, it's really drained me. It also doesn't help when I find, like, a piece of gear and I'm like, oh, I'd love to make a build around this, and then I just...
Suffering from success.
Yeah. God, that bird face looks so awful. Can you can wear it in the lighthouse, can't you?
I'm not sure about that.
I know you can at least do your body armor in the lighthouse.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you can wear helmets. Because it is technically, I mean, it is armor. You know, it's...
Yeah, you just glamored it on top, haven't you?
Yeah. Some new stuff I gotta get rid of. Why do I always press R1 when I want to press R2?
I do that. I do that all the time as well.
Okay. Just wanted to do that because that's a nice little shortcut that I, for some reason, hadn't done until now.
Ayo, it's just like Dark Souls.
Can even do all sorts of rolls.
Oh shit! It's just like Dark Souls.
These souls are very dark.
Should the water be... Is that me, or is the waterfalls to your left then like two different colours?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just a trick of the light, because one's shaded
Like,
and the other isn't.
Yeah, it just looked like one was extremely blue. Yeah.
It's
It
a
must
shade,
just be
yeah.
shading, yeah.
Honestly, that's pretty cool.
Okay, in my, let's be honest, second or third personal playthrough, I've just gone to Ravane and remembered how to fucking do this puzzle, so I'm just going to do this puzzle real quick now.
You're a gamer?
A very gay gamer.
I've just remembered actually, because I was looking at some of the old drafts for stories that I wanted to do for this campaign, you know, for the D&D campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot how I originally wanted to do like a Freaky Friday flip at one point.
Oh, that would have been fun.
I also had an idea where you would have had your class level stolen and had to like work up to being like you would have had to play as different classes. But in the end, I didn't like it because it would have been too fillery.
Yep. There's no real guarantee it would have been like particularly quick and or engaging.
It would have been a while. Like not massive amounts of time, but like, and the idea would have been is you would have leveled up a lot faster, because the idea would have been is that even though you know you're not physically as strong, you know you don't have that same level of power, you still have that experience to like you know shortcut. But yeah, I decided against it.
That makes sense. Also, I see you're sticking with the necrotic build for the time being, Mel.
I mean, certainly for now, because the fucking whatchamacallit aren't armor weak to it, so it
Makes sense.
Makes sense for now. Got a point available, but can we? Yes, we can actually.
Oh, no, you have shifted back to Spellblade stuff for the most part.
Yeah.
You've gone a very different direction. I say very different. You've gone way further up on some stuff than I have.
Which class did you pick, Kaido?
Spellblade.
I mean, in fairness, I think Spellblade is probably the best of the three specializations. At least from what I can tell.
It feels the most unique, because, like, you've already got a necromancer in the party.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't know.
None of the you have 4 mages in your group if you count Mage Rook, and none
Yeah.
of the other mages in your party have Spellblade. Like Balara is, I'm pretty sure, like an archery type mage, and Nev is just is primarily an ice evoker mage. And of course, you have you have the necromantic specialty of good old Emmerich. Yeah.
I have a feeling that's going to end badly for me.
You'll be fine.
Rook, you can't take much more of this.
Ooh.
So you're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Oh, it's actually a pretty long story.
I mean, in terms of classes, I still think that Rogue is my favourite. By a fair margin.
What Rogue specializations like?
So let me just finish this comment off.
Not bad, Rook. You're a shadow dragon.
Who the fuck up, Darren?
We did it!
So
Hey,
you
yo, put some respect on his name.
So you've got Crow's base duelist, which is necrotic damage. You've got Veil Jumper's like archery based one, which is electric damage, and then you've got Lords of Fortune, sort of like tools and trapper based sort of stuff with, I think it's just physical damage.
Okay.
I've tried out both the Veil Jumper and Duelist ones. I haven't tried out the Lord of Fortune one yet.
It's kind of wild to me that that Davern is the only member of your party that doesn't have any magical bullshit going on, and he still has a Griffin summon.
I mean, the most he has is the fact that he can use his Blighted Blood as, like, fire damage.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, but no, literally every other party member has some magic bullshit going on.
I know the best endgame orb for Spellblade is one that, like, lets you mix fire and electric damage.
Ooh. I will have to keep
So
an
it
eye out
basically
for that.
merges... It basically merges shock and it basically merges the electric and fire DOT.
Yeah.
And like they can basically stack on each other. It's really powerful. But I mean, thank God this game lets you respec.
Yeah,
like,
no, it is really nice.
It is annoying that the previous Dragon Age games do not let you do that very easily, if at all.
I mean, well, 1 second. Yeah.
No. Googling it.
I mean, if I remember correctly, certainly in Inquisition, it was you just had to purchase something from the base merchant. Right, who do I want to bring in? Right, let me remember what I actually do. So I apply weakened, I detonate sundered, and I detonate sundered. I should probably pick something else. To be brutally honest, something that applies. Right, that's why I was going for that one. I could also get that one. The difference was that I only have cooldown for that, whereas this is getting... What do you think? Cooldown or mana cost? Jack?
Cooldown's probably better to go with.
Right, so we apply Weakened, we apply Overwhelm, and we detonate Sundered. So we want apply Sundered, detonates Weakened, and detonates Overwhelmed. So Harding and Lucanus both apply Sundered and detonate Overwhelmed. Both heal. Lucanus and... What detonates Weakened, don't we? So we'll go Tosh. Considering I do not remember what the things we're about to fight are weak to. I'm thinking of... What about Remain? Alton? I think so, yeah. Right, time to fight the first of these three fucking bosses.
Woo woo!
Get ready. They're at range.
Where'd the other one go?
I'm back.
There was another one. What happened to it?
Did he fall through the floor?
Did it fall through the waterfall? I guess. Right.
Another
Well.
of those blighted fade tears. There's gotta be
As
some
well
way
as-
to close them.
Okay, that's good news.
God give you that throne. Get up and fight. Here it comes.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there.
Drawing power from the fade tear.
And restoring itself. Watch out!
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna try and avoid being in that.
That doesn't look too good.
Well, this is actually going fairly well, to be honest. I mean, we did, what was it that we did last session? Oh yeah, the fucking formless one battle in the Necropolis.
Oh jeez.
Oh god, that dragon.
Yep, that wasn't fun.
I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure it went fine, right? It went fine. Didn't have to do a whole ass respec just to get a shot at actually winning. So how far into the game have you gotten, Kaido?
I do not remember.
This is an assassin's nightmare.
I think I have to speak with Morrigan about something. I'm further than your playthrough, I think.
I'm trying to think what I remember. I mean, it could be. You speak to Morrigan a lot, so it could be any one of a number of Morrigan conversations. To be honest,
it's not with. It's not in Darktown.
Right.
Oh no, I think it might be. I actually don't remember. I'd have to open up the game to see.
Hey! Right, that's one of 3 of those dealt with.
So I hate to reiterate this over and over again, but goddamn does the blight look gross as fuck in this game.
I was just gonna say art style changes aside, you know, your mileage may vary on that. I do love the I do love how the game has made the blight look genuinely like disgusting to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a really good change. It's just very gross to look at.
Right, there's that one down there, isn't there?
Lucanus, you keep making stuff Rook likes to eat. How do I do that?
Oh yeah, we're romancing
Or
Tosh.
you just want to make something special for Rook?
The second one.
Okay.
Rook likes tea. I'll show you how.
Who did you choose, Kaido?
Bell.
That's fair.
I played a Veil Jump. I'm playing a Veil Jumper. I'm playing an elf. You know.
It feels natural.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to pick a romance option that doesn't match with the class that I'm playing.
Get in here again.
Like balance reasons or just in general?
Just because I feel like I want the more unique options for having something that matches.
Yeah.
Not there that I want to go. It's over here, I believe.
We have company.
Pew pew, stabby stabby.
Behind the portcullis. That one's raising the others. We need a way through.
Oh, I haven't actually done this stuff yet. Oh, I thought I had.
Honestly, playing a mage and dragon was a fun time. Except early Inquisition, in which you are having a very bad time.
Early Inquisition just isn't great to begin with.
I mean, the balance in early Inquisition does not lean towards having a mage protagonist. But once you get going, you get a lot of power-ups that really help you get around the weakest parts of the game.
I think it also just helps that the story just really incentivizes the player mage just because of all of the options you get.
Yeah. I forget what the subclasses are called, but I also picked the Spellblade equivalent in Inquisition on my mage playthrough.
I heard it's really powerful.
It is.
If I ever hate myself enough to play through Inquisition again, I'll try as a mage.
Do you not care for Inquisition?
I just have my issues with it.
I know it's your least favorite Dragon Age game.
Yeah.
I don't entirely blame you. I enjoy it well enough. If I was able to play Origins and 2 again on a decent port, I'd probably go through the whole series from start to finish again. But at this stage, it is easier for me to just either replay Inquisition or jump into Veilguard. Which I do need to play Veilguard at some point, but I am probably just going to wait until after we're done with this playthrough.
Well, whoever they served, they're fighting for the gods now.
I mean, honestly, it's between Veilguard and 2 for my favorite game in the series, I would say.
I will say, out of the 2 games, I feel like Veilguard has the overall best companion cast, if due in part to the fact that 2 is slightly bogged down by the presence of Sebastian, who exists.
I mean, the best part about Sebastian is his DLC, so you just do not have to recruit him.
Yeah.
True, he is the most ignorable of the companions.
You can play the entire game. I mean, I played the entirety of my first ever playthrough of 2 and didn't bother getting... I didn't even buy his DLC, actually.
It is...
I only bought the Talus and Corypheus DLCs.
It is hilarious that they put the only, like, cis-het male straight option, like, behind DLC.
Not only that, but he's, like, the worst romance option, and, like...
I'd say we found out who's
the least chosen romance, I'm pretty sure.
Well, part of it is because he's DLC, so that's already a big barrier. Because if you do not have access to the internet, then you cannot play with him, you cannot use him, you know.
True. I mean, another thing going against him is that, like, his romance is also, like, really, really, really chaste compared to literally every other romance option.
See, that could work, but the problem is they don't make it work, they just, you know...
It is healing like the last one did.
Oh.
That means it's weakening the phase tear. Stay on it! That's... It'll weaken it.
I'm gonna shit myself. No, I'm fine. I'm not washed.
Just say when.
There we go. I was just about to die in Elden Ring, so I had to lock in a bit.
Ah, so you're multitasking.
I've been on Elden Ring the whole time.
I get it.
I'm looking at my list of people I follow on Twitch, and I do not understand this channel that I'm following.
It's healing again. And the tech's
I've
getting
never... Unless someone I know has changed their account name. I think that is the case.
weaker. That should weaken it.
That's certainly happened a couple of times for me. Mostly like people turning into VTubers.
Yeah.
That is funny, if we're being honest. I kind of want to play Marvel Rivals at some point as well.
I downloaded it, but no one I know was like... Because I was saying to friends, if you want to play... If you're playing it, let me know and I'll join you, but like... No one I know was really playing it much, so I just stopped bothering.
I mean, I'll let you know. I might play it like Tuesday or Wednesday.
I'd need to re-download it. I uninstalled it.
Well, you have plenty of time to reinstall it if I'm not playing it for a few days.
I also just don't like hero shooters, I think.
Yeah, no, I get that.
If I'm gonna get tilted at a game, I'd rather get tilted because it's my ineptitude.
It's like a first-person shooter or a Souls-like.
FPS, just a single-player game anyway. It's why I've always preferred sports that aren't team sports.
Say them.
Okay, that's 2 of those dealt with. The third one is the most difficult, if I remember correctly.
The Revenant are both gone.
Oh.
The Revenant left its essence behind like before.
I mean,
These
that
Revenants
should
aren't
make
just
sense.
undead. There's something more.
And then there's
It feels like it.
there's an ultimate boss, which is even worse.
Angrier.
Soulless.
I don't
you'll
think
be
I've
fine.
I don't think I've beat the ultimate boss
Maybe
yet.
the gods raised the worst of them as watchdogs. Makes sense. What's harder to face than your most painful memories? It's gone. And the Fade Tattoo. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island.
Hey, what's going on with Spite?
He's throwing a tantrum. He wanted to kill Zara.
But yeah,
but Ilaria got there first.
the ultimate boss, if I remember correctly, took me several tries to actually
Hey,
beat,
no interrupting.
and I definitely
You talk when
had
it's your
to
turn.
Never my turn.
spec
It's
or
fine.
respec
I'm
to
dealing with
deal
it.
with it properly.
The Venatori stuck the 2 of you together? Neither of you got a say in it?
No.
That's messed up.
It is indeed fucked up.
Right, well, it recommends level 40, and we are level 42. So...
Do it. No balls.
we can at least give it one attempt.
Corruption eats through.
You're talking about another Revenant.
Yep.
Destroy the gods, interloper. Steal yourself. Find the source.
No, I'm wrong. I
Interloper.
have beat this. I couldn't remember which
That explains
thing it was.
Oh yeah, I forget, Kaido. Have you played have you played Jedi Fallen Order at all?
No.
I always forget who is and isn't a Star Wars fan on our server.
I like Star Wars, it's just... I wanted to wait for it to go on sale, and then I just forgot it existed, because there was just other games that I was more interested in.
No, that's fair.
Because I mean, I'll have to beat this boss to figure out what came out around then. Because there would have definitely been something that I was playing that would have just been like a lot more higher on my priorities.
This one's even stronger.
Oh no, it's vulnerable to ice. Ooh.
You bet you can't respec in the middle of battle, right?
Yeah.
You could just leave and come back with Nev.
I don't think I can.
die.
Just commit die. Wait
die.
agonizingly as your health is away.
I'd like to give it the old college try first.
Oh yeah, I keep seeing Invincible things popping up on social media. They're already, the fandom is already taken by hiatus madness.
It's really become lobotomy Kaisen.
It has basically become the lobotomy Kaisen of the Western animation sphere, yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that there's a lot of memeable parts of the show. I'm seeing a lot of, like, remixes of the whole Invincible War thing, for example.
The sun snuffed out.
Okay, yeah, I know why I wouldn't have gotten Fallen Order. Pokemon came out on the same day.
Which one?
Sword and Shield.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'd have had genuinely no reason to even play that shit. I'd have been too busy playing that. Oh god, the Outer Worlds came out a month before.
See, this is what happens when you're a fan of big RPGs. You just play one for a month, and then as soon as a new one drops, you're like, okay, now I know what my month's going to be.
Yeah, I was too busy playing Pokemon, so I absolutely could not have bothered with a Souls-esque. Also, Elden Ring hadn't come out yet, because Elden Ring was the thing that actually got me into playing those sorts of games. I'd beaten Elden Ring, and once I was done with that, then I started playing the other FromSoft Souls games.
I get the feeling that, like, all of us here, like, have a pretty strong, pretty, thorough enjoyment of, very story-heavy games and/or, games that have a lot of, that are just long, on the longer side.
I'll be honest, nowadays, the times where playing long games now I get genuinely bored of them. Unless there's stuff that keeps me really engaged with wanting to keep playing them, I kind of drop a lot of games nowadays. I'd say some of it is partly just my attention span. There'll be a game that I'm playing and I'm like, oh, but there's also this that I want to play. And then I end up playing the other thing and then just forgetting about what I was currently playing.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've been really bad with Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero with playing their story modes. Just because, like, I'm feeling really drained when I play the games. And just logging in to do my dailies is, like, as much energy as I can muster for them. Also, it doesn't help that especially Zenless is, like, getting really bad into power creep. So it kind of has affected my enjoyment of their stories.
I do feel like, I also sometimes have trouble just finishing off long games, just because of how much of a time commitment they are, but at the same time, I really enjoy them the most of games I play.
I'll be completely honest, I don't know if I'd be able to stomach a Tales game nowadays.
And part of the issue for me is that, like, my attention span isn't what it used to be. So unless something really invests me,
yeah, at least on this side.
like, I'm not going to be... It's also just a matter of time that I'm available, you know?
And another SSD. That
I
makes
mean, my
3.
schedule's extremely like
We should start
flexible,
looking
so
for
it's
someone
not
to
a
use them.
problem for me.
Every one
But
of
I
these
still
gets us a
want to
little
know that
further.
I'm feeling like my time is being well spent.
I do feel like I could probably help myself by playing like some short or mid-length games in between, you know, big RPGs and stuff.
I mean, it's why there's times where I will just go on Balatro and do a few runs of that. Because it's such an easy, non-committal game to just put on and enjoy.
I need to get Balatro, because
like,
it does seem like a really fun one.
Like, at worst, you know, oh no, I've already been getting tilted and I've got, like, a couple of bad runs. Well, that's fine. I can just do anything else then with my day. You know, like, I actually just 100%ed Astrobot a couple of weeks ago.
Astrobot also looks fun, but, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep my,
If you're a fan of PlayStation games and you have a PS5, I highly recommend Astrobot.
Yeah.
Like, I actually think it might be in one of my top 10 games of all time.
Ooh. One game I have seen occasionally people mentioning is, as pretty good as, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I've heard really good things about it, amidst all of the right-wing grifting that's been trying to take place.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's because, unfortunately, people don't like that you can have an optional romance with someone of the same sex. Because people are man-children who, you know...
Right-wing grifters never get a new bit. They always stick to the same bit of being dickwads about, you know...
I was watching a Twitch clip of Asmongold, which, you know, already a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
But it was funny because he was playing the new Assassin's Creed, and his chat did not like that he was actually enjoying the game.
Oh, fuck them.
Because he's cultivated a audience that, you know, is like him, and it doesn't help that, especially with a lot of grifters, if they actually start enjoying the thing they've been talking bad about, then, you know, not only are they hypocrites, but it's kind of like their own audience cannot fathom that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've cultivated the audience in that direction.
You can feel it down there. Ready?
Do I want to do this?
I am kind of curious. I'm trying to figure out what game I'm going to play then. Like, because on the one hand, I do want to finish Persona 5 Royal, but on the other hand, I want to play, well, yeah, I'm going to try, like, Balatro or another straightforward, simple-ish game like that.
They've added new card skins to Balatro.
Nice. Yeah, right now I'm trying to decide between, the newest Zelda game and the Spider-Man Miles Morales to play.
Which Zelda game? Do you mean the
Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah.
There. It's been feeding.
I mean, I know I've heard really good things about it, and I watched a stream of it the other day, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play Miles Morales next, just because I want to get myself prepared for Spider-Man 2 when I get to that one. But I'd probably play Echoes of Wisdom after that.
It's been kind of... It feels bad to say fun. It's been funny hearing Gen talking about Spider-Man 2.
Look, I get being utterly fucking sick of the Black Suit Spider-Man storyline, because it's popped up in fucking every medium at this point.
See, I don't mind it. My problem is it's not... What's the word? I think my problem is with a lot of, like, especially with American comics anyway, the stories they're telling aren't necessarily new. It's just rehashes of the same story. And that can work if the writer's competent enough.
Yeah.
But
the issue is a lot of comic writers are not competent.
oh hey, Mythal.
Howdy doody, Mythal.
But like I could not imagine being a fan of the Spider-Man comics just with how Paul is.
God, the fucking memes about Paul.
Have you heard about the newest stuff with Paul in the comics?
No, I haven't.
He's Venom.
Why?
He's the new Venom. Yeah.
Again, I ask, why?
I don't know.
Can Marvel just kill off the character for good at this point? I feel like he's long exhausted any potential and just like should not be here.
I mean, I can only imagine it's a self-insert by someone who has a lot of sway in Marvel.
Like Joe Quesada's bullshit a couple decades ago.
That's the only way I can fathom why such a character would still exist. When he's so universally reviled.
I don't know of a single person who actually likes Paul as a character.
People who like cuckold stuff?
Possibly, but
that is basically the only market I could imagine Paul being aimed at. Is like, yeah.
I don't believe this is going well.
You're doing fine.
I got a lot of early damage off with the help of Mythol, and now I've not been doing very much.
I would genuinely look up a good Spellblade build and just figure out what items you have to get as close to the build as you can. Because I think the problem is because you've not. And this isn't a strike against you, because the stuff you have doesn't necessarily synergize with a Spellblade build. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, the issue is that, you know, it's level 50 and I'm meant to be, like, the ultimate boss, basically, of almost of the game. And, you know, I'm level
not
42.
gonna lie. I did it at a similar level to you, and I was doing much higher damage. But again, that helps that I had the build for it. Because when you start getting to the point where you're like doing arcane bomb after arcane bomb, and it's just doing loads of shock and fire damage, it scales really high.
I mean, part of it is that I, you know, forgot what it was week 2, so I don't, you know, have any fire spells on me right now.
It would really help if you had that meteor spell.
Yeah. You know, I've got a really good fucking fire orb that I could have used.
Gonna be taking fire.
I mean, I went into this fight expecting not to win, so it's fine. I do have this. I could do this.
Oh, do you still have that ultimate?
Yeah. I don't particularly like it, but I also... I mean, to be fair, I forgot to change it back out again once I went back into Spellblade.
That makes sense.
Oh god, we're getting fucking lightning striking now. Ow. 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 I'm not gonna bother fucking reviving. I know that that fight isn't gonna end especially well. So it was just more to do it than anything else.
Time for a respec.
Imagine if the game was like, oh, you already used Mafal for the fight.
Thankfully,
to have that.
Thankfully, I know that it doesn't, because as I said, that fight took me a long fucking time in my original playthrough. Because that's the issue with, or that is an issue with Rogue, is you don't have any abilities that do fire damage as far as I can remember.
Maybe like a Trapmaster Rogue that sets off fire traps?
Nope, as far as I remember, those are physical damage.
Ah. Verify.
But yeah, if I was to, respec to go in there right now, I'd be using a Thermiel's Ash. And probably get a fucking Fire Staff as well, just to have it. I'd change this out for, Wall of Fire, Arcane Shot, and Meteor. Just pack as many fire spells as I can in there. And I'd, bring Davrin and Tarsha with me, which is, I'm fairly sure... Was it actually? Or did I might have actually brought Emmerich. It might have been like Davrin and Emmerich. Because I think I wanted to use Emmerich for healing, if I remember correctly.
It's funny, I use Bell and Harding for healing. And Lucanus, actually.
Mm. It's one of those things I just don't remember. Like, you know what, while we're waiting for Jack to come back, I will just quickly show you what Rogue is like, or at least, what a Rogue looks like. First one or second one? We'll do first one. So this is my first end game Rogue.
Right.
Yeah, get rid of the stupid hat. So yeah, so you got Veil Ranger.
What is that outfit? Oh my god.
Fairly sure it's the fucking, what is it? Wait a minute. This is not my endgame Rogue. Why is this not my endgame Rogue?
Oh well.
I was showing Kado my endgame Rogue, but that's not my endgame Rogue. Why is that not my...
Huh.
He lied. I am crying right now because you've lied. I'm gonna have to kill Felix off, you know this, right?
You already tried once.
There it is.
No, this time it's just gonna be more overt. Like, no, Felix actually doesn't wake up from his sleep. Like, just...
I thought Felix didn't sleep though.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
So yeah, the Saboteur does physical damage. Here you got Duelist that does necrotic. And then Veil Ranger. But yeah, as I said, I very much like Rogue. I very often ended fights remarkably quickly through use of my bow. Not save. It turns out not many of the enemies in this game particularly enjoy, getting shot in the head by arrows.
Really? I never would have thought.
Time to finally get back to story stuff.
Let's get down to business.
It's the risk of the
Defeat
path we've
the
chosen.
Huns.
Sorrow and anger waiting in abundance. Familiarity rarely dulls their teeth.
Right. Spend enough time as a warden and you'll see plenty of death. Thought I'd gotten used to it. But Weishaupt...
You blame yourself. If you'd been faster, or fought harder. If you hadn't missed your best shot at the architect of all that misery.
You did your best. Both of you.
We all did. Just means our best must be better.
It will be. Next time, we'll be ready.
Count on it.
Well, you're talking to each other and not shouting. That's a nice change. Seems like you two learned to play nice.
Lucanus is still an assassin. Kills people for money.
And Davrin's still self-righteous. Judgmental, too. Typical warden.
If we let that get in the way of stopping the gods...
We won't. We cannot.
I need all of you at your best. No petty squabbles.
Returning from Treviso has put much into perspective. Our arguments, our personal problems, it's as Emmerich says. They hold us back.
We won't stop the gods while other worries weigh us down.
I'm pleased my words provided clarity on how we all felt. Now, if I may suggest...
Rook, I've been looking for you.
Something wrong?
Evka sent word. They found something.
Right then. Rest of you, find Tash and Nev. Let's go see what the Wardens have to share.
In hindsight, I probably should have done that meeting a while ago, then done the stuff in between, then this meeting, but hey.
Nah.
We've gotten word from the Wardens.
Have they found Gillenane?
Not yet, but they found something else worth killing. One of her blighted dragons.
The one that attacked me in Rathus?
No, the one from Treviso.
Damn it. Where is it?
Hofsburg, not far from Lavendel.
So this blighted dragon just happens to lick its wounds near a bunch of Wardens? Seems convenient. I don't trust it. Everyone's coming on this one. No exceptions. We need to put this thing down. For good.
This time, we've got a dragon hunter on our side. Right, Tosh?
Right. We can do this.
Everyone get your gear together. Potions, arrows, whatever you need. Time to kill a blighted dragon.
Alright, no time like the present. Go with Tosh.
I haven't used Harding in a while.
Alright.
Rook, you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business with that dragon. What's the situation out here?
Could be better. The Darkspawn attack, then immediately withdraw. But they never hit the same place twice. They're testing our defenses for weaknesses. Darkspawn aren't supposed to be that smart. But it's not really them thinking, is it?
Nope.
Weishaupt left people terrified.
Absolutely not.
No one signed up to fight gods. The first warden called it the blight to end all blights. He might be right.
They shouldn't normally be this organized. It's almost like they're following someone else on Twitter to tell them what they should think and do.
Show them what it means to fight.
Right. So any advice? Get back up every time you've been knocked down?
I'm surprisingly bad at knowing when I should quit. Now, the blighted dragon.
Right. We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby, probably licking its wounds after its fight with you. We've got ballistas ready with clear shots on the tower, but it won't come into the open. Already lost 11 wardens trying to pry it out.
Only another dragon can fight a dragon in a tight space. Anything else gets shredded. No room to dodge or keep your distance. We need to lure her out to have any chance.
How do we do that?
Get me inside the tower. I've got a call that'll grab her attention.
Works for me. I sent word to the crows. Thought they might want another shot at the dragon. Besides, figured they owed you one after you helped drive it off the last time.
I'd agree.
Haven't heard back yet. We reached out to the Veil Jumpers too, but they've got their own problems with the Venatori. Looks like it's just us.
If anyone can do this, it's us. We had your back at Weishaupt, and we've got it here.
Okay, here's where we stand. Wardens Janey and Rodri are keeping people out of the battlefield. I don't think anyone local will test their luck with a dragon, but we're taking no chances.
Yeah, you never know when somebody will decide now is a good time to be
The
stupid.
rest of you can head to the walls. Give the wardens all the support you can.
That doesn't sound very nice. Why would you...
Good luck.
What makes you believe that?
To all of us.
Do you not have faith in them?
No.
Honestly, completely valid and justified.
Can't say there aren't doubts. After what happened,
This won't be another Weishaupt.
I believe you. Antoine does too. The rest need to see what we've seen. In war, victory.
Of course, we're fighting in a swamp. Couldn't be the plains. Or a nice forest.
You know what? I actually think the wetlands might be my favourite location in the game. Maybe it's just because I'm like a big
Antoine,
Origins stan.
I will be. We must stop.
It's like it feels very Origins to me.
No, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonne chance, Rook. To all of us.
I'm trying to think what mine would be. I mean, Hossberg is definitely good. I mean, I also have a soft spot for Treviso and Ravine, I think. Arlington is probably my least favourite just because it feels so maze-like to a certain extent.
Better than the gallows, right? Fuck off.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I think Arlington's a bit boring.
Yeah.
It looks pretty, and that feels like all it's got going for it, in my opinion.
You've been a big help. Thanks.
Stay ready, Doctor.
Yes.
I mean, it might also have that sort of first area like bias against it, like with the Hinterlands as well.
Weishaupt was far worse
Oh,
than
yeah.
this, yet I'm beset with nervousness. I suppose we had little time to contemplate the horrors we found waiting at the fortress. Dragon hunters are the pride of Navarra, yet I doubt any faced a beast such as this. If any of that boastful order were here, I'd welcome them to it. Come, it's time we struck another blow against the gods.
Yeah, does anyone want to, like, try and contact Cassandra, get her involved in this?
She's too busy, may or may not being the divine.
It's annoying that you don't get to, you know, one of the choices you have for the previous world state isn't who the current divine is.
I mean, I guess a lot of it is just because, like, you're not in the area where anyone being the divine matters.
Yeah.
I get that. It's just annoying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of the opinion that, like, I think I've said it before, I don't terribly mind that, a lot of previous Dragon Age games are kind of disregarded. Because, like, I can't imagine how Mass Effect 5 will be.
God.
I'm sure Lucanus would.
They're gonna have to either, like, do a very,
I'm not afraid of
very,
getting dirty, but
very
cutting my
thorough
small.
documentation of like
I'll be scraping mud
all
off
the
my
big
ears for weeks.
choices in the
I guess it could be
trilogy,
worse.
or they're just gonna have to set like a canon route and go
Got
from
my
there.
fingers crossed for
I
us.
believe the bits of Liara that we've seen, don't have her be green.
Yes.
So it's basically implying that the synthesis ending isn't being counted.
Is at hand.
Yeah.
This is for
Of course, that is assuming that it is, you know, the only way the game can go.
Well, yeah, because obviously the control's the best ending anyway, so...
I'm ready. It falls here.
I mean, it's definitely better than Destroy, I'll give you that.
I just love being able to say assuming direct control to Harbinger after having an entire game of hearing him say that incessantly.
Yeah. It's fucking Harbinger.
Great villain, but
oh yeah, absolutely.
Also an annoying fight.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are some really good villains in the Mass Effect games.
Okay, Blighted Dragon.
Find it very funny that we were going to be able to fight the Elusive Man in original drafts, but they were like, oh, it's too video gamey.
Single dragon's nothing.
I mean, it makes sense, because the Elusive Man isn't exactly, you know...
Yeah, but then they do the Orsino fight in 2.
Here we go.
Like,
I know they were made to put Orsino as a boss, but like...
Because they want to make the illusion that it is actually a case of, oh, maybe the Templars and the Mages are potentially equally bad, rather than making it obvious that the Templars are always in the wrong.
I fought dragons, but normal ones, you know. The blight changes everything. This will be a tough one.
I feel like that could have been done, you know, if
this can't be Weishaupt again.
they hadn't made Orsino like the sole face of the mages.
Yeah?
Yeah, we don't really get a lot of other mages outside of him, do we?
Yeah.
The only ones we have are like a couple people who go mad and turn to blood magic, and that's it.
Exactly.
I mean, that's... Maybe the Templars
Taking
were
away the
onto
gods' pets has
something.
to help, right? Putting us one step closer to taking them down.
And the issue is,
ready whenever you are.
Like, you have at least 3 other mage examples within your party
ready whenever
that are, you know, not like that. Because you have, except, you know, Anders resorting to domestic terrorism, but that's Anders.
I mean, Anders resorts to blowing up the Chantry. To be fair, I don't think he was necessarily wrong for, like, doing it, but I mean, there's him...
I get why he did it, I just am annoyed by it. Especially the timing, since it was, you know, powder keg moments.
My problem is more so that he didn't bother, like, actually telling you.
Yeah.
Like, he just does it, and then you're expected to, like...
Dragons right this
Especially because the whole thing is they want to be a martyr to die as well. And to me, that's the thing that pisses me off, because to me, if you're going to do something that extreme, you need to follow through on it.
That's why we brought our Dragon Hunter. We fought this thing before and don't want to take any chances this time around.
Agreed. You'll find it straight ahead. Good luck, Rook. We're ready when you are.
I mean, certainly in 2, you know, a big part of Anders' character was that sort of woe is me personality.
And angry dragon.
Well, it's why I don't necessarily blame Fenris for being mean to him, because Anders is very much like...
Draw the dragon out into the open.
It is still
an attack. I was just going to say, Anders is very it's all about me.
It is honestly still insane to me that you have the option to sell Fenris into slavery.
I've got
Sometimes you really need those rivalry points.
Like, if 2 was on the approval-disapproval metric like the other Dragon Age games, I'm 90% sure that that's the only thing, like, most of your companions would disapprove strongly of.
It's funny, because Anders really approves of you for doing it.
Yeah, and Anders is the only one. Everyone else gains rivalry points.
I'm not surprised.
Big margins.
It's also fairly hypocritical of Anders to approve of that.
Oh, absolutely it is. It's because of his petty bitchness.
Wait for it.
Come on. Come on.
I mean, the true way to spite him is to then side with the Templars. I mean, you know, everything else is bad for doing so, but like...
Oh, geez, that's a lot of tendrils.
Hit the wings! Force her to land! Second detachment!
I've seen bigger.
Flank on the walls! Let's go!
Oh.
You...
I mean, we're alive.
He got bodied.
It's fine.
We got it out
You've
the
been
tower.
hit by. You've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Enemy coming in hard. You ready? Let's go.
Yeah, it is pretty, honestly, it would be really funny if there was, like, an approval-disapproval system in Mass Effect.
Yeah. Because I think it'd be more funny to see the things that Rex approves of.
Yeah, we really don't get a lot of indications of that in the Mass Effect games, and,
I will say I do like that characters will take a pro-renegade or pro-paragon stance to some things, though. And depending on who you bring, depends on who ends up being the renegade character.
I forget, who's the most renegade of the, first game? Is it Ashley or Rex?
Rex, I think.
I know it's one of them.
I think
No, it's
there's ways
Ash.
to
It's
make...
Ash.
Yeah, it's Ash, but... And then it's funny to have Rex be the one who advocates... Having Rex advocate for the nice...
For example.
That's why Rex is my go.
It's not getting away this time.
See, because in my newer playthrough of Mass Effect, when I bought the Legendary Edition, I almost always had Rex and Garrus with me.
I mean,
so you know, Garrus was
combo.
always the... And if it weren't Rex, it was then Tali. So you know, Garrus was basically allowed to flip-flop between Renegade and Paragon.
Yeah.
Okay, we beat the dragon. That was easy, right?
Oh god. It's not over yet. It's never over.
It's not Jova.
Oh good! We have a second dragon.
Dragon. Rock the dragon. Dragon Ball Z.
There was 2 dragons, don't forget.
You ever heard anything of, like, oh boy. Hi, Gillinane. How you doing? Oh!
Jesus!
Gillinane.
Oh!
That was fucking brutal.
Yeah!
I'm gonna be honest, if I saw one of my friends be like skewered like that, I would just peace out.
I will have blood for that.
Gillinane is consistently the creepiest ass motherfucker. It doesn't help that her eyes are horrifying.
Yeah.
Bring me their bodies once you are finished.
She also has that haughty voice going for her as well, which does not help.
That's the dragon that attacked.
It's a horrific amount of arrogance in a single person.
Alright, let's... I am out of range.
Right? Sure seems like.
I'm apparently...
But I'm not out of options.
Let's take it down for Nev.
Oh, I just got fucked up.
I came to White House bearing gifts. In ignorance, you reject this world's salvation.
One dragon over. Doesn't matter.
Come on.
We can't lose here. We won't lose here.
Apparently out of range for that one, so let's just get a little bit closer, and then we'll do that. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Two of them is very unfair.
The blight can be tamed, turned to a greater purpose. But I must have
But there's 3 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 2v1 one of them and just 1v1 the other. That'll work,
just
right?
just let fucking... just let Harding solo the other one. She's just like being
She'll
burnt.
be fine.
She's been absolutely fucked.
Oh!
Heyo!
Viago!
We thought you could use a hand! Fire!
Crow's in with the big damn heroes moment.
Nice.
You're late!
Yes, but we brought gifts. Poisoned ballista bolts. Guaranteed to solve your blighted dragon problem. Let's bring them down, Rook.
That's why Viago's my go.
Go.
I mean, again, it feels like the least they could do.
How do you feel about the... I know a lot of people call it sanitization of the crows.
I know some of it can be hand-waved by, you know, Zevran just exterminating their top brass at some point after Origins,
Again,
but, like, at the same time...
there is definitely, like, in-universe explanations as to why, you know, these crows seem a lot nicer than ones you've met previously.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things, like, I get it. I get why people are upset to a certain extent, but I also just don't think it's that big of a deal overall.
Getting us in range.
Like, I'm personally fine with it. I don't.
Yeah.
creation without pain. Destruction.
Second dragon's weakening.
Yeah, I'm sort of busy with...
Give it everything you've got.
I'm trying!
Ready again.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to heal myself. Or do I? Nah.
I mean...
Fuck it.
Whenever you're ready.
Got full damage.
First one's almost dead. Keep at it. Reinforcements.
We'll hold them off. You take down those dragons.
So what we were doing. Where's the other one? Why can't I focus on the other one? Where'd the other one go? Oh, that's where the other one went.
One down.
Hey, we killed one of them.
The second one.
Are you sure? I'm still seeing 2 health bars.
I mean, one dragon isn't too much of an issue. We've fought single dragons before.
How do you know the single?
Single dragons looking for partners in your area.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't necessarily know, but I sort of assumed that, you know, these 2 dragons were together, and, you know, we just killed one of them, so... Seer-Tooth Virantus is back on the market. And now it's dead as well.
on it!
Confidence. Eagerness.
Oh god, I didn't see the mouth and the eyes.
Yeah, I did. That's horrifying.
Oh.
How does she see?
I don't know. I don't want to question it.
Ah, jeez.
Also, yeah, this is bullshit. I call hacks.
Oh, jeez.
She's reanimating the
Aw,
dragons.
jeez.
We have to stop her.
This is bullshit. I call hacks.
Why are they just not attacking? Why are they just watching her?
You know, it's while the Elgranon is apparently the stronger of the two, because holy fuck.
I mean, she is,
It bothers me because, like,
an Elven
the
God.
whole thing is the... It bothers me, though, because they always go on about, like, how fucking Lucanus missed his shot at Weishaupt. He could literally do it there. He could literally just attack her. What is she gonna do?
Press the attack.
And it could also be similar to, you know, what you said before. Seeing somebody just get absolutely fucking run through like a dozen times in a second.
So, there's a difference between that and, like, when they're just standing there casting shit and soliloquizing at you.
Yeah.
They stole Razakel from me, Elganon. My greatest creation.
A thrall is easily replaced. You are not. Without you, the blight is a brute weapon. Only your hands mold it into life.
The mortals deserve worse. But we have crucial work in Arlathan.
After it is complete.
Thanks for giving us a clue of where you're going next, you assholes.
The Dread Wolf's influence. His presence lingers.
Ever defiant. For now.
The eye mouth makes me so uncomfy.
So, we're gonna need to go to Arlathan.
You know what lesson I learned again today?
So that
What's
just
that?
happened.
Never bet against Rook.
Dragon Age
You can find
was
twisted
written
path
by
for
the
any
MC.
God still got away. And now Elgernon's pissing everywhere to show everyone how big he is.
We came to kill a
I
dragon.
hadn't realized that
Instead, we killed a bear.
Gillinan is played by
pieces off the board.
Michelle
We
Gomez.
Our revenge.
Oh.
As does Minraz.
Who played
We won the day.
well,
Can't take
Missy
that from us.
in Doctor
But the
Who.
dragons are only weapons.
Mhm.
The wielder is still out there.
I understand,
How
I
do we find
understand.
them? The gods,
Editors
I
know
mean.
I don't understand.
Gillinan mentioned something about Arlathan.
When was that?
After Elganon cast his spell, I was close enough to hear them. Didn't you say the Veil Jumpers have trouble out there, Evka?
Yeah, with the Venatori. Feels like more than a coincidence.
You'll still need to hunt them down. The gods could be anywhere in Arlathan Forest.
We've worked with less before.
And when you find the Venatori?
Well, I expect things will get violent.
I'm hoping they'll end sort of similar
We'll
to
keep
how
watch
things
here.
ended today.
Yes.
To be
much
honest.
to do. If you have time for Lavender,
Lots and lots of
there's something
bodies.
I could use help with.
We lost a lot of wardens today.
Are
After
we gonna
Weishaupt,
let them hit the
We need to
floor?
be stronger than this to face the gods.
They hit the floor, they
But
hit the
we'll
floor,
do
they
what we
hit the
can.
floor, they hit the floor.
Always do.
The wardens have your back, Rook.
It's so crazy
to
to
the
think
end.
that song is like,
Over 20 years old at least.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's older.
Who knows? Maybe we should bring those songs back now that the Bleach game has come out.
So that's Elganon, huh?
Go back to the era of AMVs.
We got lucky at Weishaupt.
I feel
We were
like
fortunate
at
Elganon
the
and Gillinan
youngest
disagreed
it
on her
was
attempt
like
at vengeance.
2001,
Why did Elganon let us live?
maybe
We
2002.
were at his mercy.
I'm gonna look it up.
They talked to each other like we weren't even there. It wasn't until the spell started to fail that he noticed us at all.
We weren't a threat until then. He left as soon as we were. Means he's clever enough not
Low
to
by
push us back.
Flow Rider
Whatever the
was
reason, we
Flow
made it
Rida,
through.
rather.
And this time, no dragon
mean-
escaped.
Guess what's oh no, it's actually not.
You do know what
as
Flow
old.
Rider's name comes from,
So
don't you?
what's our next move,
Yes.
Rook? Arlethin, right?
Also,
Help
that
the Veil
wasn't the
Jumpers?
song that I was thinking of.
What were you thinking of?
I'm fairly sure the name is "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" by Drowning.
Yeah.
People I want to say.
Yeah, that's the
song is also fairly old. The Flow Rider song though is actually not quite 20 years old. It was released in 2007.
Yeah, I was referring to
Arlethin is our
Drowning
best shot
Pool.
at discovering the gods' trail. Of course, once we find them, we'll need allies backing us up. Those allies.
I forget how long that song is. I'm pretty sure it is
I said that-
2001.
Yeah, that one I was thinking 2001.
So we help our allies.
Yep,
And
drop
track down the
2001.
gods.
And maybe deal with her own
Jesus
crap when we've got
Christ.
time.
Such as stopping whatever my former colleague.
I would have been
Isabel
2
has
years
planned.
old.
Look, the mission's still the same. Stop the gods.
Which means?
All
It
three,
means we offer to
actually.
help the Veil Jumpers with the damn
I don't
Venatori.
know.
Then we figure out what our other allies need and help them get it.
And us?
I need you focused and ready to face impossible odds. So tell me what that will take. We've got
Depends
work to do.
when in 2001 it came out.
I mean, because I was born in January of '98.
So Elgarnon finally showed his face, huh?
Now we've got to deal with both gods. And Elganon showed everyone he's more powerful than Gillenane.
You play the hand you're dealt, right? No matter the odds. True in both life and games of wicked grace.
People died, Varric. My team's still not at their best. They're trying, but their own problems are getting in the way.
Why
So
oh why
deal
did
with
we
those.
recruit a bunch of hot
Strengthen
messes?
your own hand and weaken the gods at the same time.
I mean, he needs something to look at.
Why would helping my team hurt the gods?
The type of people your team's having problems with, they want power. And the gods have plenty of it. Those types will crawl over to the gods and see what's on offer. And the rest, they'll just keep making your job harder.
It's so crazy that Varric has Ligma.
Still need to find the gods, though. The
Not
Veil
falling
Jumpers are
for
our
it.
best lead right now.
Falling
We've
for
taken
what?
down an archdemon and 2 blighted dragons. That's impressive. We even made Gillenane bleed.
I mean, that's a status
with
effect you get when
twice.
you're stabbed by Souls'
We
dagger.
have to keep up the fight.
You got
Exactly.
this, Rook. Just fight one battle at a time.
Those remind me of I think it was a Vine of a One Piece edit where it's Kuma going, "It's so sad that Steve Jobs died of Ligma."
Yeah, we've talked about that one before.
Yeah.
Our enemies are
What the hell is Ligma? Ligma balls.
No, well, no, it's who the hell is Steve Jobs?
Yeah, no, who the hell is Steve Jobs is how the Vine goes. The joke goes, what the hell is Ligma?
One of my favorite ones is it's so sad that Havel in Dark Souls died of Ligma. And someone just says, who's Havel? No, what's Ligma? And the response is, have a look at these notes.
Oh boy, now everyone wants me to help them with their problems.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
It was around this point of the game that I was getting a bit like drained of Dragon Age, just because it's like, oh great, I have all these companion quests.
Yeah.
Remember the dragon we were talking about with the lords?
Which one?
Rocket Dragon, Dragon Ball Z.
The fire breather that was killing
I'll
people.
start dragging my balls
Veil
across your
Jumper sent word.
face if you want.
She's in Arlethin Forest. Destroyed a village and turned it into her new lair. I've got the location from the Veil Jumpers.
Fire and
Go
forest
whenever
seems
you
like a
want.
bad combination, but Jack, you would know better.
Oh god. The horror. The horror.
Funny.
Are you referring to anything specifically or just me in general?
I was just saying I know where you live and I know what happens where you live, like clockwork during the hotter months.
Rook, when I mentioned another ceremony
Clockwork
I must
Orange?
perform at the Memorial Gardens, the time
No, that's
has come.
England.
I was hoping you would accompany me again.
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit.
I mean, I was thinking wildfires. Lots and lots and lots of wildfires.
I heard from Kal Sharok about the missing dwarves. Stalguard's one of them. I have to go help. They sent me maps of the area where the missing were last seen. It's a start. You're coming to help, right?
I promised I would.
I'm ready to go whenever you are. Let's not wait too long.
I am curious as to what the actual plot of Mass Effect 5 is going to be, because, like, where do you go from the end of Mass Effect 3?
Rook, something's come up. Evka dug around
I think
and found us someone who knows more about
it should be about actually fixing the damage the Reapers have done.
Figured you'd want to come along for this one.
And how people would be taking advantage of all the power vacuums.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he did worse than just try to kill me.
Really?
The guy stiffed me on the job. Those were good potions I used. Expensive, too.
Right, that makes sense.
How's it going over here?
It's okay. You know.
You can take my seat, Rook. I was just leaving. Belle, swing by when you get a chance. I found another set of papers for you.
Thanks, Nev. That's nice. Sorry, Rook. Not great company right now.
You're not possessed by a demon like Lucanus or shaking the ground like Harding. Okay, that got away from me.
That's always get away from me. Everything comes out jumbled. I think too fast.
Fortunately, too much thinking is not my problem.
I don't know. You seem to think just fine.
So, what's bothering you, Bellara? You know, if you can narrow it down.
Nothing, Rook. Don't worry about it.
I asked, didn't I?
Also, the whole point of this, segment of time is
who he is,
figuring out our personal problems. Can't just leave yours alone.
He's a monster, Rook.
I mean, could. Might be very funny.
But despite that, he's still your brother.
What if we just left this person mentally damaged as a joke?
I unfortunately know what happens if you don't complete quests.
But you didn't. You turned them down.
I did.
I mean,
Rook,
having played a previous Bioware game that had companion quests, it doesn't usually go well if you leave them uncompleted.
Yeah.
Before all of this,
But you might get special dialogue you otherwise won't get. Don't you care about, like, the story and, you know...
I mean, I'm sure I'll get special scenes that I otherwise wouldn't get, but, you know, they're not exactly scenes I want to try and get.
Yeah, most of them will involve your companions dying, most likely.
But he's my brother.
What if,
keeps me from doing what he did?
Belle had a lobotomy?
Oh, God.
You're part of
Genuinely, whoever invented lobotomy deserves to be in the bottom pit of hell.
I thought you were going to say also deserves to be lobotomized.
I ask you not to turn evil?
No one deserves to be lobotomized.
In firm voice.
Lobotomies are an actual, like, one of the most
Yeah.
evil things humanity has ever invented.
Making this up as I go.
Our team motto,
Absolutely
pretty
not
much.
wrong.
Let's paint that on the side of the lighthouse.
I'm sure Solus would love that.
You good?
That egg-headed fuck can
I'm
go to
Thanks,
hell
Rook.
if he wants to stop
I'll
us
see
from
you
decorating the lighthouse however we want.
You can just undecorate the lighthouse if he comes back.
You know what? Fuck you. Undecorates your lighthouse.
I've got a meeting with the Threads.
The Threads? What for?
I need leads on Aelia. I'm hoping they have something. Dharma said to invite you. Someone's on his good side.
Well, we did sort of save his life and then not kill him. Tends to make somebody fairly happy with you.
Hmm.
Say what? Really?
So we've now got all these fucking companion quests. And we still got to go back to Hosberg. It's fine. It's fine. So no new quests anywhere. Really need to do our best to improve our Lords of Fortune rep.
Do you have stuff you could just sell? I assume you've done the Colosseum, haven't you?
Yeah. Not particularly, but what we can do is we can take a quick trip to Treviso and its market.
I always do that.
And to a lesser extent now, dock towns.
Do you frequent the market within the Vale?
You killed the dragon.
Every so often, yeah.
Treviso?
I know
You're
it's
out
got
there
the
fixing things.
like at least some of the items that were in the Docktown merchant.
Have a look. I keep my stores full.
60, really? Wow.
I'm always open.
I tell you, I was watching you throw.
Nev, if I asked what's bothering you, would I get an answer?
Aelia says Minrathous is broken, and I've called it the same, but I don't like it that way.
Are you worried about what some Venatori said? Don't let her get under your skin.
I know. You know, when you were assassinating all those Venatori, it's too bad Aelia missed the list.
Say the word, then I'll make up for it this time.
I think that's them flooding.
I'm gonna...
Looking for anything in particular?
So yeah, we still have 10,000 gold, and you know, a lot of shit we could buy.
You know what you like.
I'm glad you also don't buy those.
The decor stuff, I just feel like I've almost never done anything with the decor in my room, so it's just like, eh.
I feel like there's not enough slots, in my opinion.
We've got plenty of that wood, and I'm honestly not sure if we're actually going to be using it that much anymore. So I'm just going to, you know, grab some gold. And even if we do need more wood, you can easily just get it by destroying crates.
You can just chop down a tree.
Welcome.
Oh, you forgot actual stuff.
Can I help you with anything?
Oh. That you can get multiple times. Though it is 1,000 gold.
I mean, you needed money to spend, right? I mean, not money to spend, but you wanted to spend your stuff with your money, right?
Yeah. We'll come back to it.
If you're looking to attract luck and prosperity, a little citrine by the window never hurts.
Hey.
Right, we've already done the fishmonger.
Anything I can help you with?
Guy once again has actual stuff.
I'm gonna scream.
What?
I magic pixeled an enemy and it killed me.
Oh.
That sucks.
Can I help you find anything?
It's fine. It's fine.
Welcome back.
Fish.
I fucking hate how Elden Ring will, like, input read. The moment you press, like, the button to heal, the game will have most, like, a number of tricky bosses start doing attacks to punish you. Have you been to the Black Emporium yet?
Yep.
Right.
He has in fact been to Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
Listen to your body. What does it say it needs?
If you're not sure,
If your stomach bothers you, just ask.
You know, it's funny. Suicide Squad being on sale for like 90% off during the latest Steam sales is fucking hilarious. Like,
was the game
Warner
really
Brothers
that
lost.
bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers lost so much money to that game, and you're laughing?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Because fuck Warner Bros. And especially fuck their boss.
You don't like Zaslav?
I want to stuff him into a circus cannon and launch him into a volcano. Preferably an active one.
I mean, same. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, no. I don't trust anyone who doesn't have a similar opinion to that. At least anyone who's, you know, in the know.
Get you at the hill.
Right. Well, that's
Also, there's this one game on Steam that apparently, there is a mod out there that, lets you, remove, lesbian characters from the game, but because the main character is a lesbian, the game is unplayable.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
That's just absolutely fucking hilarious.
Malicious compliance?
It basically is malicious compliance. Also, I rarely like buying games on their own, so I might, just because I am getting a little bit of extra money in the coming month, so I might wind up getting both that game and Balatro.
You should.
Next time I buy something.
Oh shit, I just remembered. I teleported into what I thought was a safe zone and forgot it's not safe.
Oh, rip. Sorry, Kaido.
No, I'm fine. All I was doing was alt-tabbing to check Steam, and I forgot that,
Yes, for those interested, the game is called Blobun. It's basically like, I think it's like a whatchamacallit. It's kind of like one of those, puzzle games where you have to fill the entire grid, like a snake game, I guess, is what you call it. Yeah, it looks pretty fun on the gameplay front. Yeah, it's one of those touch every tile type games. Like, avoid the hazards and all that, but also sometimes lean into the hazards.
Right, I think we'll do these conversations and then call it a day.
Might be a good call. Yeah, I have an inordinate love for puzzle games.
You'll find whatever's hurting the dwarves.
What? Oh. Yes, I hope so.
You'll find them, then you'll kill them.
You make it sound so easy.
I've seen you shoot. Whoever it is already dead.
Thanks, Tosh.
It'll Tosh.0 dishing out advice.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe.
I mean, it might be unsafe for our fucking stream.
Your sight. Let breath and light.
It's fine. Totally fine. She's got blood covered in the naughty bits.
Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
I knew he was sus.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Ah, yes. The classic envious motherfucker.
Jealousy is a powerful motivator.
I thought he cared enough to grant me a quick death. Why imprison me and risk everything?
An improvisation on this one's part. You had too much potential to die so young.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Of course he does.
Elganon? Ilario's working with Elganon.
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
Well, that was pretty damning.
Ilario has much to answer for.
In blood, if nothing else.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle.
Did we just walk in on Belara riding smut?
Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle
Look,
line. Much more
if she
natural.
wants to let out her inner...
I'm not against her riding smut. I'm just questioning whether we did it.
What did you hear?
She's actually a Fujoshi.
Wouldn't
Enough
surprise
to get
me.
a powerful but properly
She's writing
contained
Frodo
rival.
fanfics about
I mean,
Emmerich.
Oh.
The book club
You're
bit was
joking,
very
right?
funny.
Yeah.
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them.
Apparently, if you
multiple times.
romance Belara,
And I
you
thought
walk in
maybe I
on
could
her
try it,
describing
bring my own line. Not like very
describing
dangerous,
both
but
characters
my
who
own
are
sort of thing.
remarkably
For me,
similar to
and
Rook
people like
and
me.
Belara.
Something to focus on.
So self-insert
besides
fanfic,
Siren
basically.
Yeah.
And
Smut self-insert
It
fanfiction.
helps for inspiration.
As if there's any other kind.
Fighting ancient gods does keep things interesting.
And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Just don't tell anyone. I've got a reputation to uphold.
Right. Your secret's safe with me. But I'm probably not the only one, you know, who notices. People look up to you. And more are going to when this is over. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Okay, that's where we're going to end for today. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Thank you for joining us, Kado. It's always nice to have you here, and
I'm glad to be here.
Hopefully you'll continue to make progress in Elden Ring and not, magic
Die
pixel
hardly.
people.
I've actually been doing a lot of progress. I beat that boss I was struggling on.
Good.
Nice.
In terms of future stuff, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tomorrow should, of course, be D&D.
Whoa.
Should be, yes. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to how you traumatize us this week.
You'll be fine.
Well, we'll be getting on the road proper, won't we? So that'll be interesting.
Will be. Should be fun.
Traveling it through the Black Rain and Tenoyama countryside.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, depending on what you do, you can either go Tenoyama or you can go to Colonia Pole. It's really up to you what you'd prefer to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have to see, and I'm sure one of us will roll the exact worst option on your new random encounter table.
Yes, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
We, drive the carriages through a portal that teleports us straight into the Tarrasque's lair again.
Oh, fuck me, that'd be awful. Don't get my Diezmil. If that happens, I'm blaming you.
I mean, here's the thing. In Act 1, we managed to end up in Eben's fucking, throne room once, and then in the lair of the Tarrasque itself once. So,
It happened the other way around, but yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking spooked the shit out of us both times.
But yes, once again...
can you blame us?
Yeah. Coming face to face with a Tarrasque in a dark cave is not exactly the ideal circumstances.
The ideal circumstances for facing a Tarrasque is not facing a Tarrasque.
Or its corpse.
But yes, once again, thank you everybody for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and all that YouTube stuff.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and please press that bell icon to get notifications.
And otherwise, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for some more D&D. Good night.
Later.